Christian Mulbauer from Heidelberg, Germany is on board again. Thank you for being here, Christian. Zahin says, I was there for a girl in her toughest time. I supported her a lot by mentally and financially. Later on, she became my girlfriend. Then she established and left me when I was broke and I'm unemployed. How would you explain this type of manner? Well, Zahin, you know that there is no explanation for this kind of manner, because these are ill-mannered people who try to use a branch to hold on to and get out of the hole that they have dug themselves in, and once they're out, they have no respect for that tree, because one motivation for them to not have respect for that tree and leave that tree as far as they can, like this girl did with you, is because some people try to hide their background, their misfortunes, and they want to have a pretense of that I am who I am today and always been like this, pretty, successful, wealthy, educated, and I was never stupid, or I was never hungry, and I was always capable of taking care of myself. And these are what they want to pretend, even though their background was different. And the person who actually knew them when they were in trouble, when they were crying, when they were weak, when they were hungry, when they were cold, when they needed shelter, when they needed protection, the person who helped them with all these things is the person who knows their secret. And they want to pretend they're more than what they have always been, or they have been in the past. So what's the best way to do? Is to get as far as possible from the person that knows all these things about them. So they will be able to look at themselves when they look at you. When she looks at you, she wanted to look at herself like, no, I never needed you, because I am here, I'm this, and I don't want you to think that I was that. I am this. You got to look at me as this. And she knows that's not possible, and not that you made any fuss about it, but she thinks by going away from you, she can change herself and her past to something, instead of being proud of it, from where she got to be where. She wants to hide that, making it look like that she was never weak and she was always this successful. And so everybody would look at her as who she is now, and not ever having to look at something that would remind her of who she was and how she was living, which in this case is you. Well, of course, that means lack of class, lack of appreciation for the one who helped her. You know, it's like, it's funny that when wonderful things is being done to children by their parents, helping them, feeding them, taking care of them, raising them, being there in the times of problems of any kind for the children, the children don't leave the parents, and they know the parent knows everything about them. The children don't leave their siblings unless they have a problem that starts, or however it starts. But on normal circumstances, they don't leave that. It's like saying, you know, go and leave everybody that you ever knew, even the school you went to, just so that you will be hiding your past identity or how you were. It's silly. It's like saying, I want everybody to think that I was always university educated. Well, I was a kid. When I was a kid, I couldn't be university educated. There was steps that I had to take, you know, high school and so on and so forth, and then university. So trying to escape from this is a silly thing. So this is not a reflection on you. It's a reflection on her. And you should be happy that you got to know this, how she really is. Because if there is no loyalty, what's important? What's there to be in a relationship with? And she just showed you that she's not loyal. She's not loyal to kindness. She's not loyal to what you did for her. She's not loyal to her own self journey, to use it as a fuel to get in higher and higher and better places. And she's not she's not someone to be relied on. So in fact, you should be really happy that it stopped your investment of energy and time on her by this action of hers. But this is not a reflection on you. You're still the same wonderful person who helped someone, and that's kudos to you. So no worries, Zahin. That is her problems.